Last time on the kids' table, our heroes met the goddess of knowledge, Ismiene, who gave them a quest. Find a man named Seren, stop the god of power Fuldmagt, and save Crane's Rest.
Do we want to agree to help her?
Now, as they follow Ismiene's fox through the tunnels to the capital city of Chapania, will they be able to find Seren in time?
And seek the Lady of the Underground.
Or will the god of power find him first?
Is he a bad god?
Find out on this episode of
Are we gonna fight them?
The Kids' Table.
And you follow the turquoise
Walk
fox.
for 3 days again.
You keep walking, and you walk for another 3 days.
I would like to try and pet the fox.
You want to try and approach the fox?
Am I
Okay.
allowed to pet the fox and maybe
Make an animal handling check inside.
18 plus 2 for total of 20.
Yeah. Okay. How do you try and make friends with this fox?
Am I allowed to assume that because I'm a baker, I have some treats in my purple
Yes.
satchel?
That's
guess
great.
so.
That sounds great.
All right, so I pull out a treat and I kind of just sit quietly and hold out my hand with the treat kind of towards the fox.
Okay. It's sort of takes a little bit of a nibble, and then takes it out of your hand, sort of chomps away at it, and then. This is good. Did you like this?
Wait, you can talk?
Whoa. OMG.
This is so exciting.
The fox looks at you and says, "Oh, and then scampers back. So you keep walking as you're trying to make friends with this fox, and eventually the tunnel comes to an opening. And as you approach this opening, you can actually hear sound on the other side of this opening. The fox sort of sits at the entrance.
Do we want the fox to try and come with us?
I would like the fox to try and come with us.
This fox seems like it thinks its job is done. So, how would you like to invite this? What would you like to do with this fox?
I have +3 in persuasion, and since the fox actually spoke to us,
Go for it. Roll a persuasion
I
check.
feel like it understands us when we talk to it. 16.
So 16 plus 3 is 19. So how do you persuade this fox?
I would say that as we are on a quest for the God of Knowledge, that we would be honored if the fox would continue its journey.
Well, she didn't say I had to come back right now. She said I had to come back, but she didn't say I had to come back right now. I guess I could stay a little bit. I can stay a little bit more.
Let's go.
So you come through this opening in this rock wall, and you're still underground. You look up, and the ceiling is it's a cavern, but there's all of these buildings sort of built into the sides of the walls, built into the middle of the cavern. And there are people walking by of all sorts. They all look. This is definitely not a rich area. All of the people look like laborers, like people maybe sort of down on their luck. You find a couple of humans who are talking sort of on an intersection. There's these sort of roads under here. One of them is this sort of short human man, looks pretty gruff, and he's talking to a woman, a taller woman, sort of half elf. They both have pickaxes at their side, and they're wearing really rough clothing.
Who are you?
Hello, little boy.
My name is Six Tails.
Hello, Six Tails. I'm Miller. Is there something I can help you with?
Do you know a guy named Seren?
Can't say that I do. Is he a miner?
We've traveled a long way. Is there somewhere that we could stop and rest and eat?
The elven woman sort of looks at you with this sort of pitying look, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna want to probably talk to the lady. She can probably help you.
We're looking for a lady called the Underground Lady, I guess.
The Lady of the Underground, exactly. Right. She helps with people who have lost their way. I guess that's how
we
we're
have lost
calling it
our
now.
way.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, the Lady of the Underground. You can find her in White Hand Hall, and she gives you directions sort of through the streets of the underground here, and sort of points you on your way. But going off of these directions, you eventually make your way to this 2-story wooden structure. It's got windows. It looks a little old, but it looks like it's kept up pretty well. And there's a sign outside that says White Hand Hall.
I knew it.
And when you go in, there are tables and chairs sort of set up in the main area, and there's a bar in the back. There are some people. There are some people sitting down. It looks like they're eating from bowls, like bowls of stew. And there are kids that are sort of bringing bowls back and forth. There's a woman behind the bar, sort of a taller human woman. She's got this sort of golden hair tied up in a tight bun, and she's wearing an apron. And she looks up and she says, "Oh, can I help you? Oh, hi. I don't think I've seen the 4, 5, 6 of you around these parts. Is there something that I can help you with? Do you need something?"
Where's the Lady of the Underground?
Oh, well, that's me. Nice to meet you. I'm the lady. What's your name?
I'm the Six Tails.
Well, Six Tails. It's nice to meet you.
Maybe let's ask her a question.
Well, yeah, absolutely. What sort of question would you like to ask?
Do you know Seren?
When you say the name Seren, you can see her face get a little tense.
Like intense?
Like she definitely knows that name for one thing, and she sort of tries to compose herself and says, "Oh, where did you hear that name?"
The goddess of knowledge, Ismiene, told us that there was a guy in trouble named Seren, and he was hiding from the god of power named Fuldmagt. He is trying to hide from him.
With every word that you say, her eyes get a little bit bigger and a little bit wider, like oh my gosh, this is a lot. And she looks around at all of the people in the sort of lunch area, and they're all looking at you too now. And she says, you might want to come back here with me for a moment. Just it might be just come back with me. And she leads you behind the bar to a smaller room. And she says, so the goddess of knowledge, and her eyes sort of flick to the fox, sent you to look for Seren to protect him? Something's going to happen to Seren.
Before we answer her, can we do any type of insight check to see how forthcoming we should be at this point?
Absolutely. Yeah, roll an insight.
Nope, I'm not gonna get a 5 this time.
Okay.
Not gonna get a 5.
9.
No.
So,
I got 6.
so that's
7,
9
8,
plus 5.
9,
14.
10, 11.
11.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, go for it.
That's good.
Yeah, yours just is a flat straight roll. What is
What
it?
do you?
6.
6. Okay.
17.
17.
17 plus
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
So, Serena, you in particular notice that she is, when Six Tails said the name Seren, she definitely knows who that is, and she seems both worried and confused. You don't get the sense that she is bad person. I mean, looking around, you get the sense, Serena, that this is probably a place where people who need help go. So you get the sense that you can probably trust her. So she says, I don't understand though. What I mean, Seren's just this old, he's just this old goofball on the surface.
Goofball?
Yeah, he's a nice enough man. He's an inventor. He's been before the royal courts a couple of times, but he's not. Oh, he's not evil, dear.
Okay.
He's nice. I'm just not sure why the goddess of knowledge would have an interest in him. That seems a bit bizarre, but I can tell you where to find him if you'd like.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, if you go back up to the capital city, you all haven't. Have you been up to the capital city?
Yes, we
How
have.
did you get here?
We had a battle. There wasn't.
So as you guys are talking over each other, she says, "Oh, you are from Crane's Rest.
Yes, we are from Crane's Rest.
You escaped from
Fuldmagt.
my stars." She's sort of taken aback by this a little bit.
Why are you so confused? What have you heard about Crane's Rest?
Oh, it's I haven't heard much, but I have heard that I've heard tale that
It's
it was attacked.
Oh yeah.
There's not. I mean, some of the fisher folk were able to make their way down here, down to the port, but
Definitely wasn't my dad or my mom or my little brother.
oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. They got taken back in town.
I don't know if my mom or my dad are good. I mean, my mom and my little brother are gone.
All right. First things first. This place is a place of safety. This is White Hand Hall.
Oh,
As long as you are here, you're safe. I'm not always here, but the others that come and go, I will let them know who you are. You will have a room upstairs that's just for you for as long as you need it. And then she looks at the fox again and sort of goes like this. I'm sorry, can I call you Kaz?
Kaz.
And he says,
Yes, a name.
he says, oh,
I think it was.
you know my mom.
Yeah.
I'm Kaz. I'm nice to meet you, Little. And she says, all right, one of the more weird things that's happened in White Hand for a little while, but
Do you want to know what the duck's name is?
does the duck talk too?
Bernard.
It's nice to meet you, Bernard.
Bernard.
And Bernard's gonna just give a little quack.
All right, so that one's just a duck. All right, because I can't think of
Quick.
if any of the Pantheon have a duck as an avatar, but
Can we ask, how do you know Seren?
I've met him in passing. Yeah, just flitting about on the surface when I'm getting things for down here. Roll an insight check.
18.
+5, so 23.
18.
Yeah, there's some. She knows Seren
More than in passing.
more than in passing. Well, if you want to go to the surface and find him, you'll find him in the
I thought you said 5.
just off the Arches district.
The Arches District? We've never
Right.
been there before.
Right, he didn't come through. That's right. And then she gives you directions. So there's a stone stairway that leads out of the underground and up to the capital city proper, up above. And she gives you sort of the path through the districts to the Arches district.
You're very kind.
As newcomers to the capital city, is there anything we need to be worried about as we're walking around the capital?
Oh no, the capital city is very safe, dear. The king and queen try to do as best as they can to keep the peace, and the town's guards are all around. Don't think there's anything that the four of you need to worry about.
If there's so many people, if it's such a safe place, then why are there so many people down here in the underground?
Well, safety doesn't always breed prosperity, does it, dear? Folks down here are generally sort of down on the luck. People who don't have a lot to coin. It's hard up on the surface sometimes, and sometimes people just need a refuge. But people down here still get looked after. People down here, people have a good life down here. Just because they're underground doesn't mean they're worth any less. As much as some folks on the surface might think that that's true. Well, I may not be here when you get back, but if you do stick around, I hope to see you again. It's very nice to meet you, and good luck on this quest. what's a time to be alive? Dragons and quests, and haven't heard of anything like this in decades. You sort of leave the inn, head up, and it does take you a couple hours. When you breach the surface, when you walk up this big stone staircase, like it's not like a little like a staircase in a house. Like it is huge, very big. Like clearly people go up and down here all the time, and sort of spirals up the cavern wall. And you break through, and you see sunlight for the first time in over a week. And the sun is just starting to dip below the horizon. It's getting close to sunset. So by the time you make your way through the city to the Arches district, it's not dark, but it is dusky. And you follow the lady's directions to this side street. And when you get there, when you get to where you think Seren's house is, you see a man in a dark cloak standing outside. And he turns, and when he sees you, he says,
Is this Fuldmagt?
He says, "The God of Secrets sends his regards." And you see from the dirt on the ground, it starts going like, and these two little winged creatures burst up, and they lunge to attack. So first I need everybody to roll initiative.
Winged mud creatures? The god of secrets? Our heroes are under attack.
Because he's throwing this ball of light at you.
Will they be able to stop this man before he gets to Seren?
Hey, can you fight?
No, I can't fight.
Or will they get dragged through the dirt?
That is a natural 20.
No!
Watch the mudslinging start next time on The Kids Table.